Thanks for joining for the Hospitality Hangout, a hospitality-focused podcast where the founders at Branded share their insights and bring technology and innovation leaders that are making things happen in the industry we love. My name is Jimmy Frischling, otherwise known as the Finance Guy. I'd like to introduce my partner, Mr. Michael Schatzberg, also known as the Restaurant Guy. And before we bring in Shatsy, we're coming to you live from the National Restaurant Association in the great city of Chicago, the original NRA. We'll leave it at that, the original. Shatsy, come on in here.
Oh, Jimbo, I got to tell you, you know how much I love Chicago. It is the best city, the best food city. We got hot dogs, we got deep dish pizza, and we are live from the Chowley booth.
Chowley booth.
The Hospitality Hangout live from the Chowley booth. And do you know who's sitting next to me, Jimbo?
Yes, I'm sitting. Yes, I can see what my heart is seeing.
12-time guest.
12 times.
Best looking founders in all of the Branded portfolio. Sterling Douglas, he's got great hair. We're all jealous. He's been on the show 12 times. I don't know what he gets for that.
He gets your watch. You got to give him your watch.
Yes,
give him your watch, Shatsy. Give him the watch.
Give him a gold watch. Sterling, great to have you here. What is happening at Chowley? Lots to talk about. You guys are moving. You're shaking. You're buying companies. Talk to me. What's going on?
Well, first off, thanks for having me on, and welcome to the Chowley booth. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Beautiful.
I got it. It's one of the best looking booths I've seen. You're putting many of the larger booths to shame.
The area rug really brings it together. I think it brings the whole room together. The whole room together.
Jimmy loves shag. I love shag. We're all 70s guys.
You got to get the foam padding at these conferences. We're standing all day selling Chowley. So
yes,
it is great.
The special orthopedic shoes, Sterling, that the nurses wear.
They make me an inch taller too, which obviously
you need that. I'm 5'8". I'm a short Jewish guy. I need that.
No, thanks for having me on, guys. I'm excited, and welcome to the NRA. Welcome to Chicago, my hometown. And the only food you didn't mention, Shatsy, was Italian beef.
Yes,
can't leave the city without getting some Italian beef.
I just couldn't think of it. I didn't want to say it wrong, so I went
Italian
with the hot
beef,
dogs
baby,
and the deep dish. Yes. Who's got the best? Who has the best Italian beef sandwich in town? I mean, you're an ex-Chicago guy.
I was introduced to the Italian beef at Al's Beef. That was the first time I had it, and have gone back a lot. Portillo's has a great one. Johnny's has a great one. There's some good places around the city.
But Portillo's is really known for the hot dogs, right? I mean, mostly, or no?
I think so, but I'm an Italian beef guy, man. So that's my go-to.
I mean, we're booked up solid for this show. Jimmy, we don't have literally a minute to breathe. We're going from event to event. So next time we come to town, I'm going to Al's with Jimmy and Sterling. Because any place called Al's Beef, Jimmy wants to go check out.
I really do. That and sweaty balls. I really want to check out.
Let's not digress, Jimmy. Let's not digress. So, Sterling, let's just talk about you guys acquired Koala. That's breaking news. Talk to me.
That was last podcast. You gotta look at the updated script here, Shatsy. Yeah, we back at the end of January this year, we acquired a company called Koala, best in class user experience group, great customers like Mod Pizza, PF Chang's, Luna Grill, Dave's Hot Chicken, and others. And over the past few months, it's been great to get to know their customer base. It's been great to learn more about the space that they in, and it's been even greater to get their technology integrated into ours so that we can start offering that same best-in-class enterprise experience to restaurants of all sizes, whether you're a single location mom and pop or like Dave's Hot Chicken, the fastest growing restaurant group in the country last year. Can bring the same
Dave's Hot Chicken is a Chowley customer?
That's correct.
Yeah. Oh, that is fantastic. So the Koala purchase or acquisition has been going well. Excited to say. Now, the last we spoke, I remember there was a little bit of, I don't know, what was it, friction perhaps. I'm not sure what the word is. Jimmy's much better at that. But who was going to be the CEO? Who was going to be the COO? Who was the chairman? Who was the president? You and Brett were fighting about it. Remember, Jimmy and I should be a cage match. Is this something
Sterling, Shatsy stirred the pot then. He's stirring the pot now. There was no fighting. There was no question.
Fighting. Sterling says, I'm the CEO. Brett says, I'm the CEO. What happened? What did we settle on? Talk to me.
First of all, I would never start a fight with Brett. I really don't think
Such a
I win
nice
that
guy.
one.
I gotta tell you,
he's got muscles. I'm a string bean, man. So that's not. That's
I figured he'd kick your ass because he's bigger than you. I just thought he was a nice guy. And why would you start a fight with such a nice guy?
Oh no! It's pure. This is a physical intimidation kind of thing. No, it's been great. I mean, Brett has done an amazing job of educating us. Right, this is a new space for Chally. Chally's like best in class point of sale integrations. We know the third party marketplaces, but the first party ordering experience, the user experience, things like conversion rates, the way that the AI upselling engines work, all these things. He has been doing such a great job of getting us up to speed, and he's been a great job for being the voice of the customer. It's been great working with him and the team.
I love it. I think it's great. Listen, you mentioned Dave's Hot Chicken. We're at day 3 of the NRA, but before we jump into the buzz and some of the things that people are talking about, I actually think over at Fast Casuals, the emerging brands, the movers and shakers.
Trying to say movers and shakers.
Trying to say movers and shakers. I think it was first of all, it was a great night. Thanks to the crew over at Fast Casual, and it was a great night for Dave's Hot Chicken, which was the winner of the contest. But Sterling, it was
Jimmy, you know who didn't get invited to that event?
Yes.
This guy didn't get an invitation. I asked, and they're like, we got no room for you, Shatsy.
Shats, don't worry. That was completely intentional on their part. So it wasn't a mistake. It was
only because they were short a meal. I ordered 2 plates.
Yes,
I wanted chicken and the
said had a lot of extra seats. I don't know why I couldn't have slipped in there.
But Sterling, Chally had a very good night that night. Can you tell our listeners the unsung hero of that night, in my opinion, was Chally?
We're very proud. 5 of the top 10 fastest growing, brands in the U.S. and the movers and shakers were Chally clients. Dave's Hot Chicken, Halal Guys, Dickey's Barbecue, Wow Bao, and Capriati's.
I got to tell you, man, those names that you just said, honestly, those are probably the most mentioned restaurant brands. I mean, of the last, 12 to 18 months. They're in all the news. That's all you hear about those guys.
I was gonna say, boom, 5 of the 10.
And we're proud to be a small part of their journey and the amazing growth and success.
Sterling, let's be clear. If they weren't Chally customers, there's no possible way they'd be where they are today.
There you go. There you have it.
I would like to think that we're
yes.
Well, Jimmy knows that as a fact.
Small attribution it certainly deserved that their success. Certainly, it takes a village, I like to say, and I love the village that you and Chally are keeping, given your 5 out of 10 top 10 of the movers and shakers or Chally clients. Listen, here we are, day 3 at the NRA. Any buzz at the show? What are people talking about that you might want to share with our audience? Things you're taking you're observing.
Yeah, no, I think in the past couple of days, one of the things that I've noticed is talking to the restaurateurs and talking to the operators coming around. In the past, there was hesitation when it came to technology. I don't want to say they were scared, but there was definitely a bit of apprehension. This year, the amount of operators I've talked to that went straight to the tech pavilion. They said, I want to learn about, can robotics help me? Can AI help me? I need better for my off-premise. I need better for my food ordering. How can I get better at scheduling? There's been a different feeling of embracing that has been a very stark difference from the NRAs that I've been to in the past. And I think that is just wonderful for the industry and the consumers in the hospitality space as well.
I want to say to you, when I came in, and this is the largest show in like the country. I mean, it's just massive. The McCormick Center is huge. And I wanted to go straight to the Tech Pavilion, but I always have to stop off at those little like meatballs and like little Geno's, like little egg rolls.
Lunch.
You got to stop.
It's called lunch.
You got to walk over in the food section.
It's called free lunch.
and check out a little of that food getting. I always laugh how many people that Nathan's line. That is the hottest booth going. I don't care what anybody says. I saw somebody waiting online in the Nathan's booth with a hot dog from another booth. They're waiting online for a hot dog, and they're eating a hot dog. I mean, that's Chicago for you. I got to tell you. Yeah, I agree, Sterling. I got to tell you, it is great. We see it we see it all the time now. Operators are just really more open to tech than they've ever been before. I think they recognize the need for tech, whereas in the past, they really it was an afterthought. Today, it is top of mind. I mean, next to, making sure that the food is awesome, I think they're thinking about what kind of technology and innovation they could bring in to help their business. It's great. Listen, we love it.
That's awesome. I think it's great. Listen, Sterling, besides all the wonderful companies you have around us, any speakers caught your attention, any panels? I know you're busy as can be. You have very little time to run around, but anyone catch your eye?
I mean, there were definitely a few, but he didn't speak at a panel. But if you just stand next to the Wow Bao booth,
yes,
and you listen to Jeff Alexander, talk to customers in the constant line of press that's, lined up around the booth there, it's like listening to a panelist.
I agree. And I understand from inside, this is inside information. I want to let you all know right now, I understand from reliable sources, Jeff Alexander will be running for mayor of Chicago in the next race. This is right off the presses. I understand he is running for mayor in the next, whenever the next election is.
I don't know.
I love his motto: one bow at a time. One bow at a time.
I don't know if he's running for mayor, but I got to tell you, I don't want to front run my own. I don't know. I don't want to front my own work, but there's a pretty good chance that Wow Bao is the leading contender for the most innovative thing I have seen at the show. I'm not going to say what it is, but let's just say it is going to revolutionize something. Maybe vending machines.
Well, they're crushing it. I love those guys. Love what you're doing. Sterling, I got to jump into the branded quickfire.
It's my favorite.
On the road
edition.
You know it. I'm going to ask you 5 lightning round questions. Don't think too hard. Just tell me what comes to mind. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is the greatest podcast segment in all of the land. Sterling Douglas, 12-time Hospitality Hangout guest, looking great. True or false? The Twinkie was created in Chicago.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You are correct, sir.
That is a winner. I got to tell you, I love the Twinkie. Favorite Chicago food? Is it deep dish pizza? Is it the Italian beef sandwich or the Chicago style hot dog?
I think I answered this one earlier in the call. It is Italian beef, and it is Italian beef double or triple dipped with sweet peppers.
Oh, I can't wait to go to Big Al's, or is it just Al's? Whatever it is.
Just Al's beef.
Al's beef.
Favorite Chicago-based TV show? Is it Family Matters? Is it Married with Children? Shameless or ER?
I'm really embarrassed. I really haven't watched too many episodes from any of these shows, but I think I'd go with Married with Children.
You are correct, sir.
Love and marriage. Favorite Chicago-born celebrity? Walt Disney, Robin Williams, Harrison Ford, or John Cusack?
Oh, Robin Williams.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah. Everyone's going Robin Williams.
Those are timeless. His bit on golf and how it was invented might be my single favorite.
I mean, based on these questions, you could see, Chicago rocks it out. Listen to this one, okay?
All right.
Favorite Chicago-based movie? Home Alone, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 16 Candles, or The Fugitive. My God, if those don't all have Academy Awards for Best Picture, I don't know what's going on here. Jimmy, those are all Oscar winners.
Oof, that's a tough one.
I don't think that's true, but I think they're Oscar winners. I don't think any of them won any.
They're Schatzy winners. They're not Oscar winners.
That's all that matters. I'll have to go with Ferris Bueller's Day Off on this one. The Fugitive is a close second.
Yeah, I'm doing my own write-in. I can't believe the Blues Brothers got left off this list. I'm writing in Blues Brothers.
Batman Begins, too.
I gotta tell you, I think the next time we do this, we gotta have every Chicago movie ever. All right, here we go. This is where things get a little dicey. If you were to challenge Jimmy Rye to a Chicago hot dog eating contest, who do you choose to have better odds of beating? Now, mind everybody that Sterling is a professional food hot dog eater. Oh, he's retired.
He's retired.
Yes. I honestly, I really don't think it matters. I think I could
take your shirt off.
I think I could beat both of you combined. So me versus you two combined would be the same odds of me beating you guys individually.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think.
What is your record? Do you have a record for hot dogs?
Not hot dogs, but I'm sure it's bigger than yours.
Yes.
Even Jimmy and I together, like Jimmy and I. Really?
I think
you guys eat like birds, man. I'm not good.
I think you could take this question, Shatsy, and we could basically say, Mr. Evander Holyfield, who would you have better odds of beating in a boxing match? Even though Evander's retired. And Evander would say, I'll take you and Shatsy at the same time. One punch, you're both hitting the floor.
Jimmy, what if it was tuna tartare eating contest?
I think I got a chance there because Sterling might be worried about his mercury intake. So I would
listen, Sterling, I know you got a lot going on. I see the booth is getting crowded. A lot of people lining up to talk to you. Can you hang out for a little bit though? Can you stay with us for a little bit?
Let's
take do their work. You're the boss. You can't be hanging out with the riffraff like that. Let the salespeople do their thing. Let's watch them. Well, hang out with us for a little bit.
Oh yeah, let's do it. I think you'll find some fun people to talk to in the booth if you need to rope them in.
I tell you, because we've got here coming in right now. Maybe you've heard of a small company called Informa. You might know it as Nation's Restaurant News. The publisher of Nation's Restaurant News, Joe Donnelly, is here at the podcast, at the Hospitality Hangout, and he's agreed to talk to Jimmy and I and Sterling. This is going to be awesome. Welcome, Joe Donnelly.
Come on in here, Joe.
Jimmy, we got another incredible guest. I mean, we got an A-list guest here, and we had him on the podcast just a couple weeks ago.
We did?
A couple weeks ago in the studio, in the Kings County studio we had him. We are blessed and fortunate to have Joe Donnelly, publisher at Informa. And let me tell you something, Jimmy. There is some breaking news.
Yes.
There's some breaking news.
I got to tell you, like, I throw some fun softballs and jokes to the folks over at CNBC and my old friend, Mr. David Faber. But I got to tell you, we're really this is legit stuff right now. The only thing I'm going to say is Joe was in the studio a couple of weeks. And from what I understand, he knew of this breaking news, but he didn't want to share it with us. Because loose lips sink ships,
Jimmy, that's right, Jimmy. You know that I can keep a secret.
It's everyone you tell who can't keep the secret.
You can't blame me for that, Jimmy.
Everyone you tell. Listen, yes, as Shatsy mentioned, we were fortunate to have Joe on the podcast literally just a couple weeks ago. And yes, he is back. But we asked, he said yes, because he's got probably the biggest breaking news of the National Restaurant Association show. It was just announced, literally, the lead-in to the show that Informa has just acquired and is now the owners of the NRA. They own this show. Informa acquired Winsight, and now they had this unbelievable juggernaut.
When I came in, the banner had already been changed. A picture of Joe up there, and it's now called the National Restaurant Show by Joe.
Show by Joe. By the way, that's catchy.
Picture of Joe up there.
Joe, in all seriousness, by the way, you did keep the secret, and I respect that, of course. You did the right thing. But now, can you tell us, now that it's out, tell us a little bit about what just transpired and what Informa and Winsight and now the NRA.
And will you be moving to London?
No.
Okay. The Jet fan.
I will say this. I was trying to push our original podcast date back because I knew this was coming.
Giving us hints.
He gave us hints.
But Julie demanded that I come to the studio.
That Julie. Hate Julie.
And
don't hate
talk
Julie.
about
Julie.
About the tech report. But it's a big deal for Informa. It's a big deal for me. So last 3 months or so, we've been working behind the scenes with the great management team over at Winsight. Obviously, you guys know all the assets they have. And in reviewing those assets and where Informa is going, we thought food service would be a huge opportunity for us, a great positioning for us. And now, inside of Informa, I don't know if you know this, we own a lot of assets in food service in Asia. So coupled with those assets, Winsight and our existing Nation's Restaurant News assets, we're talking about a huge vertical, upwards of $250 million.
You got to come a little closer to the mic, Joe. Don't be afraid of the mic.
No, I'm not afraid of the mic.
Yeah, don't be afraid of the mic.
Joe, I think I had this right. You guys acquired it $380. Is that that was what was put out in the on the wires.
The printed number is 380.
Printed number
with an
$380 million.
opportunity to go to 400.
Yep. I got to tell you, we talk about it a lot in the industry, how we are going through our own, let's say, consolidation. We're seeing restaurant groups acquiring one another and coming together. We're seeing technology companies bundling, integrating, and that's why we love having the technology guy, Mr. Sterling Douglas, one of the leading companies on the integration front. See what I did there, Sterling? See what I did?
I love it.
That was good.
Great
and now we're seeing it in the, we'll call it the media, the information services, the event space, because there's just so many synergies. Tell us what you're thinking about this marriage between Informa and the Winsight crew as you guys move forward.
Yeah, well, there's really two priorities when it comes to the acquisition that we made and the business in general at Informa. It's really to progress the industry. The tech boom happening in restaurants and food service right now is partly the reason why my boss and I were taken seriously about investments into this market. But yeah, it's an interesting time. And we're just so delighted to have it. I mean, those assets that Winsight owns, we've watched from afar for many years. Mike Wood built an incredible business over there, and just to have those assets aligned with ours is going to be incredible for the industry, but it's going to take time. So
as it should, of course.
Over the next 6 months or so,
That's too much time.
We'll figure out kind of our target operating model for the future. But it's built around two pillars. One, create better experiences for our audiences and our attendees, and two, create more ROI for our customers, and that's what Informa is built on.
I'll just say one more quick thing. You know, the branded team feels very fortunate to work with yourself, your team at Informa, what you guys do at NRA and the Nation's Restaurant News. We loved being part of your tech report, which is really, I think, becoming an important document of the tech outlook and what's important to operators. I'll also say, as you know well, we've really enjoyed working with Mike Wood and his team, and Chris and Marcus, the whole Winsight team, and the conferences, FS Tech, RLC, really special events. So for me, it's like to see you guys come together. It's like you got two great friends in the market, two great friends, and then they come together and form a relationship. I'm feeling love. I feel it. I feel really happy about this.
Do you have a shirt for that, Jimmy?
I'm gonna have, you know what? I'm feeling, I'm a little verklempt. I'm getting emotional.
So, Joe, let's just talk about this. So in your opinion, what's the most exciting part about this acquisition? And what excitement can you share with our listeners? What do you think?
Well, let me take a step back. So when I joined the food service market in Informa about 2 years ago, I was very interested in acquiring a research asset specifically. And, boom. Yeah. I have interest in boom as well.
I didn't even think of that. I wasn't even thinking about that. I just felt boom.
So we were always looking for a potential research asset that was out there. We wanted a large event. We didn't know if Winsight was up for sale, and the moons just aligned.
Everybody's up for sale. It's just about the number,
baby. The number. The moons aligned, and we got that deal done in pretty record timing, really. So it took us about 3 months to go through diligence with Mike and his team. And I did leave some clues because you didn't ask me what I was doing in Arizona.
I thought you came to hang with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, so Joe came out to Winsight's RLC with the Restaurant Leadership Conference, and we got a chance to see Joe and say hi to Joe, and he was right. It never dawned on us, hey guys, hey schmucks, what do you think I'm doing out here in Arizona?
I just figured checking out the competition.
Checking out the competition. Do you have any kind of maybe what's it called, Easter egg I'm leaving for you guys to find?
Jimmy, I'm slow.
Something said. Yeah. Something said.
Yeah, I'm slow. Is it me, Jimmy? I think
I apologize. I thought I was so wordy and verbose in this segment
which
which I am, but I can't believe it came back to me. But I get to play talking back. Since we're here at the NRA, and Schatz and I, clearly I do, like to ask questions and chat a little bit. I guess my question to you, my friend, Joe, anything you'd like to ask any of us, the technology guy, the restaurant guy, or me, Jimmy, your finance guy. Anything, nothing's off the table. Joe, the microphone is yours.
Wow, you guys are putting me on the spot right here. So
it could be about the Jets.
Don't go there.
Don't go there.
Don't go there.
You know what I think the Jets should do? They should trade for or acquire an aging Green Bay Packer quarterback. Let me tell you something.
Have we seen that before?
Have we seen that movie before?
As a Chicago Bears fan, I could not be happier that guy is out of the division.
See?
Well, what question do you have for us, Joe?
No, just what do you guys think of the show? The tech representation at the show is obviously huge, and the industry's going through a major boom in technology. What are you thinking about this on the show floor? and kind of give me the background on this
Like
tech
it.
pavilion that we're in right now.
How about this? Should you let the technology guy answer that technology
I
question?
say let Sterling take a stand.
Let
He's
Sterling
the
take a shot.
technology guy.
No, I think that the Tech Pavilion here is really unique this year because it's the first year, and I've been here for the last 8 conferences. It's the first time you've actually felt a diversity of tech. It's not just online ordering. It's not just POS. It's not just robotics. It's not just different implementation, different technologies. You're just getting a little bit of everything, and I think that that's representative of restaurants not just looking for the new hot thing, saying there's a lot of opportunities for me to make my business more efficient, and I'm going to be methodical and talk to a few of them and work my way through implementing them. This is the first time I think restaurateurs haven't been scared of technology.
For sure.
Ding, ding, ding. I have to tell you, that's the #1 answer on the board.
I'm just going to add, I already see the difference of this Informa purchase. I feel it already. I don't know what changes you've already made, but I feel
They're
the
very
changes.
subtle.
They're very subtle.
There was this picture of his face at the entrance. It was
When I
calming
walked
when you
in,
walked
it felt different. I felt more alive. I didn't feel that way last year.
As long as we're playing the feud, I gave Sterling the #1 answer on the board. Show me Shatzy's answer.
What are you talking about?
The acquisition was announced like on Thursday before.
Joe works fast. His team is huge. They're running around.
Shatsy, I do think your answer it's cute, but what I actually feel, what Sterling did now, and I feel the following as well. It is the first time I felt tech was not being splintered and splattered around the conference, and we're asking restaurateurs and others to find, and it seemed with less intentionality. This time around, I find, to Sterling's point, this pavilion actually means something, and looking around the crowd and seeing people come in, I think we're seeing the type of integrations and type of coming together on the tech side that is going to be a difference maker for restaurant operators. Tech is no longer a nice to have, it is a need to have.
Absolutely.
And I think this year, more than previous, I've been here a bunch of times, this is the most intentional I've seen the NRA present the tech pavilion.
A lot of options and technology for restaurant operators. I imagine you guys are.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It really is an exciting time. All right, listen. Joe's got to go back. He's got meetings. There's more things to do. He's got more shows. He just acquired like 9 trade shows and 1,400 magazines. So he's got a lot of work to do. But before we go, Joe,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you to answer a few branded quick-fire Chicago edition questions. We've got 5 lightning round questions. Don't think too hard. Are you ready, Joe?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Favorite Chicago food: deep dish pizza, Italian beef sandwiches, or Chicago-style hot dog?
A deep dish pizza guy.
Ding, ding, me too.
Favorite Chicago-based TV show: Family Matters, Married with Children, Shameless, or ER?
Married with Children, baby. Come on.
That's a clean sweep, I think.
No, 3 out of 4.
No, it's not.
Family Matters.
Family
Yeah,
Matters.
yeah. Favorite Chicago-born celebrity: Walt Disney, Robin Williams, Harrison Ford, or, of course, John Cusack.
Who's the second one you said?
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
That's a clean sweep.
That's
a sweep.
clean sweep of that. Favorite Chicago-based movie: is it Home Alone? Is it Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Is it 16 Candles or The Fugitive?
My kids absolutely love Home Alone, so we're going to have to go with
Home Alone did well. I think that was a
doesn't
split.
love
I think it was a
Home
2-2.
Yeah, I love Home Alone. Okay, here it is. This is the big one. This is where it gets a little dicey, a little trouble. Here we go. If you were to challenge Jimmy or I to a Chicago hot dog eating contest, would you have better odds of beating?
I'll go with Shatsy.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, honestly.
But I don't like the way you're laying these questions over to Jimmy, because last time it was a race between you and Jimmy. Now it's a hot dog eating contest.
What are you trying to say?
I appreciate Joe a bit. He's also, as a KG veteran of the podcast, he's sensing a certain theme that might be coming. But I'll tell you, Shatsy, the pandemic, the surgeries were hard on me. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here before. I'll be back.
Without a doubt.
I'll
I
be
got to
back.
tell you, Joe, this is awesome. Congratulations
Thank you,
on
guys.
the
Thank you.
purchase.
Yep.
And I'm
Team effort.
looking
Team
forward
effort.
to seeing all the great things that you and Informer are going to do to make these shows even better.
Even better. Now, great friends coming together, great businesses, and I actually
are. They're
think
great people over there.
the sum is going to be even stronger than the sum of the
Without
than the
a doubt.
parts.
To our listeners, we want to thank you so much for tuning in to the Hangout and this very special edition live from the National Restaurant Association, The Big Show in Chicago. We know there are hundreds of thousands of podcasts out there, and the fact that you choose to be part of our show and listen to us and our subscriber base is growing, we appreciate you immensely. If you want to get in touch with any of our guests today, please email the podcast crew at podcast@brandedstrategic.com.
I have Sterling's cell phone, Jimmy.
Yeah, we'll give that out. I've been giving that out.
Donnelly's cell phone also. I have everyone's number.
That was a season 1 rookie mistake. We no longer give out cell phones, but we will connect you if you send an email to podcast@brandedstrategic.com. So thank you guys so much. To Sterling, thank you for hosting us at your booth, the Charlie booth. It was great fun. And finally, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss out on any of the exciting guests we have coming up in the future. Better yet, invite a friend to hang out with us the next time. So this is Jimmy Frischling, your finance guy, signing off. Passing it back to my boy Shatsy to close this out.
Oh, Jimbo, this is Shatsy Restaurant Guy. I just want everybody to go check out Chally.com. It's Chally.com, right, Sterling?
Oh, yeah.
You got it.
Chally.com. Check it out. I got to tell you, and anybody who comes to the booth right now in the next 1 hour, Sterling is giving out Portillo hot dogs in the next hour to anyone who comes by. So forget that line over at Nathan's. Come on over to Chally and Portillo's hot dogs on Sterling Douglas. I love it. Thank you, Sterling. You are too kind.
Yeah, to be clear, I'm gonna give Sterling Shatsy's credit card number so we can actually buy hot dogs from Portillo's using Shatsy. There you go. Thanks very much, Sterling. Thank you, Shatsy. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.